I'm recording my video will, okay, which is the thing that explains
all of his money to Ben.
where all your shit goes. I leave all my money
To Ben.
How much
Not this
money is
one, just a different Ben. First investor, it's just not him.
Dynon, an amazing joke teller, will be when he's 50.
Dynon is the joker of the band. He is always pumping out dad jokes, puns, you name it. We've joked about having, before our sets, comedy hour for Dynon, just because they're just coming out of everywhere.
Dynon has been on fire with his jokes.
Why was his ass out?
Why wasn't his ass out?
He'll be the one at the parties that's cracking out all the jokes, and everyone will love him for it because every party needs a joke teller.
I have known Matthew Dynon for many years as well. He's again, he's one of the founding members of the band. He's always been a rock star from the moment that I met him. He loves playing his guitar. He loves jamming along.
He has a good time on stage. He really loves to rock out. He's not necessarily the most animated, but he sits there and he really gets into it. He grooves along with everything. He's a very good guitarist. I think he certainly gives the band a lot more feel.
He definitely brings a real solid rhythm element to the band and locks in tight with everyone, especially the rhythm section, obviously. But like that can be hard to do.
Certainly a bit more field based, which I certainly enjoy. Dynon's certainly like the glue, I think, that sort of that everyone can, bounce off and trade insults with.
We give each other shit, and it's pretty fun to do.
His writing has been great. Like, he's not the kind of guy who's necessarily on the spot, comes up with great ideas.
When he does come forward with something, it's usually gold.
He only comes out with good stuff, even though it takes him 6 months to bring it to the table. It's great.
Some of the riffs that he's come forward with have just been absolute bangers, and he works on them. And when he gets an idea and he goes, "Oh, this might be something," he really works on it and really brings it into something special.
And they're not always simple, but sometimes he comes in with really kind of cool, simple riffs that we can do so much with, where sometimes a lot of the rest of us tend to overthink things and try and maybe complicate them. He can come up with stuff that really sits and fits well with everything else.
A lot of his lyrics, when he comes up with it can be really funny. And he likes to come up with stupid, but very Steel Panther-esque kind of lyrics. And even though he might not use a lot of them, they do quite often lead to other more serious ideas, and little ideas that he just slotted in for the hell of it end up being really good ones, and we all kind of feed off that during the writing process.
Harder, Dynon! Harder!
And action.
Fuck, I wasn't expecting him to almost hit his head at the other end.
I lost the sunnies.
He's not the most punctual person in the world, and I've said many times that if I do ever write an autobiography, it's going to be called Waiting for Dynon, because I've spent much, and we all have spent much of our time waiting for him to some capacity, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just part of Ablaze life, and it does make things a little bit interesting, but it's always fun.
On the next episode of Waiting for Dynon.
Had to go foraging.
Urban foraging.
Where's Dynon?
The snowsberries taste like snowsberries.
Where's Dynon?
Who fucking knows who Dynon is? I spent my whole fucking life waiting for this kid to stop touching the book. Dynon!
Good blackberries.
Yeah, Dynon is that grease in the band that I think, sort of lightens the mood a lot of the times, and everyone, it's kind of that fodder, and you need that, you need that kind of person as well.